today. It's Monday. I don't have my glasses on. 4th? I don't know. You know though, you can read it. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I'm late today. I couldn't fall asleep. Could not fall asleep. Oh well. It is a gray day. Dennis thought it was gonna be raining, and it is likely to be raining. It feels like that. But meanwhile, I can be out here, which is good because he's gonna be down pretty soon, and you know, he doesn't like to be around when I'm doing my vlog. Anyway. But the girls are with me, and the Blue Jays, and apparently some construction workers down at the bottom of the hill. I hope it's not too noisy. So I sewed the pockets on my granito, so it's ready to go. I'm thinking I'm gonna podcast tomorrow. I'm getting my hair done, and then I'm gonna come home and my hair will be fixed. So it's as good a time as any. I'm feeling like it's been way too long since I podcast. Oh, I saw this morning the Mean Girls have a podcast up, so I'll be watching that one of these hours. Maybe I'll watch that while I'm waiting for Aura for her physical therapy. She has physical therapy today. I'll be taking her. So anyway, so I can do my podcast now that I finished my granito, finished. And that's good. And I worked on my cowl. The thing about a Mobius cowl that you have to remember is that you really need to, you need to understand that when you put your cowl on, you know, because you're starting in the middle and you're knitting around and around and around, and it only has one edge. And so you're starting in the middle. So I started with the black. If I had it with me, it would be easier. I started with the black, and now I'm adding the purple, and so I'm getting purple on the here and here as I go around. So when you put it on, you know, you're doing both sides at the same time, but they're coming out like this. So if this is stockinette, if one side is stockinette, the other side of your cowl, not the back, is reverse stockinette. So you really need to be doing a reversible stitch. Doesn't have to be the same, obviously, you know, but something that looks good reversed. Just, if you're thinking about doing a Mobius, keep that in mind, that when you're knitting stockinette, when you go to put it on, one stripe is going to be stockinette, the other stripe down below it is going to be reverse stockinette. Because of the weirdnesses of Mobius, it's really hard to wrap your head around. Kat Bordy was brilliant. I don't know how she figured out how to do that cast on. But so anyway, I'm doing a offset moss stitch. I have no idea what it probably doesn't even have a name. So I'm doing knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, but when I get to my beginning of row marker, I offset by 1. So my idea was that I was going to have this diagonal line of purl stitches and diagonal line of knit stitches as I go down, and I have that. But it's a dark purple and it doesn't show very well. It just looks like a textured stitch, which is fine. But because it's 2 knits and 2 purls, it looks the same on both sides. So now I got to figure out what I'm going to do when I get to the fuchsia. I do want to do something lacy. And maybe it'll just be, you know, stockinette lace on one side and reverse stockinette lace on the other side, and not worry about it. Because I mean, really, you don't have to worry about it. So yesterday I talked to my neighbors about the ash trees. I wanted to let them know that we have this problem, and if they have, you know, ash trees, they might have this problem too. But turns out they're well aware, and they've been aware for 2 years, and poor Dave has like 20 ash trees. And I didn't realize it because I haven't really walked all the way up the driveway very much. I've never gone like to Rick's house, in fact. And they have Pearl. It's okay, pup. They have ash trees lining the driveway all the way up to Rick's house, and they're all dead. It's heartbreaking. I mean, it is a heartbreaking view. So it's my content. Pearl, please, pup, come here. Pearl, come here. Excuse me while I comfort my dog. Now she's talking back. Pearl, no. I'm gonna go lock her in the house. When I put Pearl in, Maisie came running, so they're both in the house. Now if I could just get rid of the tractor, whatever. Anyway, so it's highly unlikely that the state cares. And since it's not something new, we're just oblivious apparently. So anyway, it's a shame. Those guys both have, Gary says he's got in the teens. Dave thinks he's got 20, and Rick's a mess. So us only having 6. Well, we have 3 that are in between the driveways. Are big old trees. They look gorgeous, but they're ash. They don't look diseased at the moment, but it's hard to believe that they're not. So I guess we'll have to get in touch with our insurance company and see what we're covered for in terms of taking trees down. Because we definitely have a couple of trees that are dead and jeopardizing the house if they were to fall. So those may be covered, but it's a shame. This whole 4 houses section is going to be completely changed once all these trees are down. So, but anyway, that's the update on the trees. I did hear from Michelle, so she's going to have somebody over here, and we'll get an estimate for how much it's going to cost to take down the trees. Dave and Gary were talking about Dave's son's doing it, and borrowing some boom, and I don't even know, but our arborist was killed doing tree work. That doesn't sound safe to me. Hear that sound? That's our owl. We think he sounds like a monkey. We think it's an owl. We haven't actually seen it. We just hear it. So anyway, that's the update on the tree situation. And I worked on my granito, and I worked on my owl yesterday, and I painted some. And I'm kind of a little bit happy with this. It's a first try at a technique. So here's my waterfall, and I'll put the waterfall picture here so you can see. This is my interpretation of the waterfall. Now my light is very different here now because we put our umbrella up, which is red. That's better. I'll put the picture over here. So this is, I'm kind of happy with this. It's very impressionistic, but I feel like it's capturing the picture pretty well. And I just watched a video of someone doing a waterfall in a kind of a loose manner. This is extremely loose. This is more impressionistic. But I may try it again using, following what she did. I can't do any more on this because I ended up finishing it with salt. So it's got a residue of salt on it. So if I wet it, it's going to change. So anyway, but I'm, I just got this idea. And I'm pretty happy with it, to tell you the truth. I still have the tape on it, but I don't really think I can do anything else, because the salt will dissipate the paint in ways that I will not necessarily anticipate. So I'll try a different thing. But anyway, So that was fun. I did another one that I'm not showing you. I frogged it. I didn't really. I didn't know, you know, but whatever. The equivalent of frogging, whatever the equivalent of frogging is for painting, I don't even know. So today is probably a little bit of a lazy-ish day, only because I didn't sleep well and I'm going out this afternoon. But I may try my hand, since the table's got painting stuff all over it. I may be painting. I'll certainly take my cowl with me, and I'll take my earphones with me and make sure my phone is charged, and maybe I'll watch the Mean Girls, listen to the Mean Girls and work on my cowl while I'm waiting for Aura for her physical therapy. And I saw a text just come through on my phone, and you know, she's been wrestling with trying to straighten out her finances since Garland died. I mean, he died at the beginning of November, so it's December, January, February, March, April, May, 6 months. Actually, 6 months ago, he died 6 months ago on the 7th of November, and she's still just getting, you know, her benefits straightened out. It's a shame. The poor woman has been going absolutely bonkers. But I just saw an email come, or a text come saying that, you know, money hit her account that she's been expecting for a long time. So, good news there. Maybe she'll be less frustrated. She's been very frustrated. It's a shame. It's a shame. 90 years old and they put her through it. It just, you would think they could just get their act together, but that's not how we work here. So anyway, that was good news. She will have a calmer week, I'm quite sure. So, I guess that's it. I will be, I did talk to Dennis about moving some of those plants, so I am going to be doing that this week. That's my plan. Tomorrow I'm getting my hair cut, and I will do my podcast now that I have my granito finished, and finished. And that's been over 2 months, so. But Vicki contacted me, so the prize is awarded, and Hilda will be sending it. Thank you again, Hilda, for the wonderful prize. Oh, I will be showing May's prize for the Ode to Joy make-along on the podcast tomorrow, so you'll see it. It's going to be the Flame in Fiber yarn that Jake from Dogstar Knits made 4 years ago. 4 years ago, May. This was, so I met him and Ray 4 years ago now, because I met them at Maryland Sheep and Wool 4 years ago. So that was fun. That's fun. And so he made that yarn to help me celebrate 500 subscribers. You know, I think it was about June or July, something like that. So that was fun. That was fun. And so he found this yarn and sent it to me when he started back up on his business. And so he sent me two, one for you and one for me. So that will be our prize for May. And I will show that tomorrow on the podcast. Take a picture of it. And thanks again to Hilda for the wonderful prize for April. And congratulations to Vicki. And this is for the Ode to Joy make-along, which is very simple. If you're making it and it's bringing you joy, please let us know. We'd love to know what you're doing that's bringing you joy. There's a thread in Ravelry. Take a picture. It can be just a picture of the yarn or the paint or the ingredients if you're baking. It doesn't matter. It's anything that's bringing you joy and you're making it, it counts. And it doesn't have to, there's no finished object, thread, or anything. It's just chatter and pictures all in the same thread. And at the end of the month, I will go through and randomly pick a post, and if it has a picture, it wins. And it will win the yarn. And the picture doesn't have to be a finished object. It can be in progress. It can be, this is what I'm thinking about, whatever. But we want to know what's bringing you joy. And this is a year-long make-along and year-long event. And bringing joy in your life is so important in this day and age. You know, it's imperative. I don't know how we would have survived if we weren't trying to do that. So the other thing we're doing is we are doing inspiration craft, inspired craft. FAF Inspired Craft 2021 is the hashtag. Oh, the hashtag for the Ode to Joy is Ode to Joy MAL. Or Ode to Joy MAL 2021. We seem to be using both of them, and I've been using both of them. But so this is part of the Inspired Craft, where we have inspiration pictures, which I'm showing at the end of the vlog. The two of them taken by Lisa in Ireland, the waterfall picture and the rocks. And I've done 5 versions of the rocks. Very inspired by those rocks. And I posted a picture of some Gerber daisies, which I have tried to paint, and I didn't like my painting, but I am going to try again. In fact, I'm going to be painting some cards this week for Mother's Day, and maybe I'll try a Gerber daisy from my picture. But anyway, those pictures are at the end of the vlog to remind you. There's a thread of those, and they're all the pictures in the thread. There's a second thread for if you have pictures that are inspiring you, to put it in there, and we'll have lots of pictures for inspiration. So any crafting you're doing inspired by these pictures are the featured pictures of the month, and at the beginning of June I'll pick pictures, or you can pick pictures and let me know what pictures you want to have for the month of month of June. I can't believe it's May already. And we can all be inspired together and see what we come up with. People are talking about trying to do the rocks in fabric, and other people are painting the rocks and the waterfalls. I haven't seen any of the Gerber daisies. I'm not offended by that. I'm having trouble with them too. But anyway, I'm kind of tickled with my waterfall, tell you the truth. And I'm gonna do another version of this that I think will work. So that's it for me. I hope you are well. I hope all is fine with you. And I hope you have a wonderful week. I will talk to you tomorrow. Please stay safe and stay safe.